Hi, my name is Robin Wong. I'm a photographer based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I have with me a Pentax compact point-and-shoot camera. We're gonna do some POV street photography. And at the same time, I wanna talk about how this old compact camera can be such a fun camera to use. Let's do this! I have actually shared my thoughts on these older CCD compact cameras before, whether it's a waste of time getting them, whether there's anything magical about CCD sensor colors. I'll put the link to the video up here. Please check it out if you've not done so. I'm not going to repeat what I've said before. Today, we're just going to purely have fun. I'm bringing this Pentax compact camera out just to shoot in this downtown Kuala Lumpur. The lighting in this morning is so glorious. We're going to get some shots. This is the Pentax Optio RS1500, which is a compact point-and-shoot camera from Pentax that was launched in the year 2011. That's quite some time ago. The special thing about this camera is that you can swap out the front skin of the camera and you can put in your customized design, which can make this camera a lot more interesting and unique and personal to yourself. Other than that, the camera is actually just a basic point-and-shoot camera. There's not many controls on the camera, not many buttons and shortcuts, and even the camera itself, they do not have a lot of advanced controls. So this is a basic point-and-shoot camera. The camera itself does have a 3x, 4x zoom. It's a 27.5mm equivalent. It zooms all the way to 110mm. That's about 4x zoom. And I find this lens to be really versatile. There is a 3-inch LCD screen at the back. Resolution is okay. It's good enough for general composition. And it does have a program mode and all kinds of automated scene modes. It doesn't have aperture priority, shutter priority. It doesn't have full manual control. And even you have to dive deep into the camera if you want to control ISO, or you can set the shortcut button to control ISO, but I set the shortcut button, there's only one shortcut button to control the exposure compensation. I leave the ISO to completely auto. Other than that, I shoot in fully automated mode. I know it's program mode, but I only control sometimes the exposure compensation. Everything else, I just leave it to the camera. The camera features a 14 megapixels CCD sensor. There is a dated image sensor. There's nothing to shout about. But hey, I do love the images that come out from this camera. They look natural, at least under this bright sun. There's nothing much to complain about. Of course, if you go high ISO, you do lose some image quality. But hey, I am shooting this under bright sun and I'm doing some street photography with it. And I do enjoy shooting with this camera. It's so small, so light. I love the design and it just works. I point the camera at something and I just grab the shot. If you've been following my channel, you know that I've been scouring the used marketplace for an old camera. If I come across a used, cheap, compact point-and-shoot camera, I'll definitely consider it. That's the case with this Pentax camera. And I think that this older compact cameras that are so fun to use. Number one, why these cameras are so fun is because of the simplicity. The camera is so straightforward. I just turn it on, point at something that I want to shoot, and just click the shutter button. You take away all the complexity of a camera. You don't have to think too much about camera controls. Don't worry so much about ISO, aperture, shutter speed. Set the camera to auto. Just point the camera and shoot. It is a point and shoot camera after all. We're gonna use it as it is. And there's something so fun. There's something so enjoyable about just looking at something and just grab the shot without thinking too much. I think that's what photography should be all about. Reason number two, truly pocketable. These older compact cameras, they are so tiny, they're truly compact. You just slide into your pocket. It is so easy to carry on with you everywhere you go to. And the best camera that you have is the camera that you have with you at all times. Photo opportunities can happen at unexpected places and unexpected moments. So if you have a camera ready with you, that's the most fun camera that you can ever use. I think this compact camera qualifies in that category. Reason number three, true versatile zoom lens. Most compact cameras will have a built-in zoom lens which is very flexible. It allows you to compose from wide-angle shots and you can frame subjects that is far away with your telephoto coverage. Usually it's about 3 times, 4 times. In this case, this lens is from 27.5mm, which is decently a wide-angle lens. It goes all the way to 110mm, which is a medium telephoto coverage. I think with this versatility, I can compose different options. I can be creative with my shots, and that's really, really fun in such a tiny package. Reason number 4 why I love shooting with these older compact cameras is that the output has less aggressive processing. Unlike modern smartphones where they are too aggressive when it comes to noise reduction, sharpening with all this crazy HDR processing to minimize highlight blownouts, to get details in the shadows, to get that very pleasant, flat looking images. These older cameras, the processing is simpler. They don't care about highlight blownouts, they don't care about shadows in the details. They don't care about smooth skin tone. It just captures the image with much less processing, and that somehow makes the images look more organic, more natural, more pleasing. And I definitely love the output from this camera. Of course, you can't really compare with larger format cameras like mirrorless or even full frame cameras, for example, right? But there is a charm in using small compact cameras. The smaller sensor, it does give you certain look. And I think that I appreciate the image quality or the image output that's coming out from this camera in comparison to anything that I can get from modern smartphones. And reason number 5, these older cameras, they are generally very cheap. I got this camera under $50 US. I understand that there are some CCD old compact cameras with the prices being overbloated. They were intentionally inflated because of the CCD trend. But if you can find one in such a low price, in such a good condition, I think it is such a fun camera to use. It is guilt-free, and at the same time, you still can get some fantastic images from these older cameras. Then you don't have to break the bank to enjoy photography. If you have an older compact point and shoot camera lying around from 10, 12 years ago and it's still fully functional, or if you found one in the used market at a good price, why don't you bring the camera out for some shutter therapy action? I guarantee you the camera will be super fun to use. Of course, you can't obsess about technical perfection like dynamic range, highlight blownouts, details in the shadows, high ISO noise, or even sharpness, shallow depth of field. If you can put aside all those technical things, I think these older point and shoot cameras can still give you fantastic results. I definitely have enjoyed this morning's walk. I got some images that I really like, and I think this Pentax produces excellent results. Hey, if you found my sharing beneficial, if you've enjoyed looking at my photographs, or if you enjoyed coming along with me shooting on the streets of Kuala Lumpur, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal. Links in the description below on how I can do that. Any small contribution goes a long way, will definitely help me to continue making more content. Until the next one, please go out and take more photographs. Bye bye.